Like we always do about this time.
I don't know.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Black Barbara Walters. And of course, we've got
What's up? It's that nigga.
that nigga.
I'm still that nigga.
And of course, we're missing our good buddy, our other co-host, Wild Card. He is going after the bag today.
Getting that money in.
He's making that money so he can fund some stuff for us.
I know that's right. We need an investor. Go ahead and get that money and get that investment going in, bro.
All right, so on today's episode, we're going to let y'all eavesdrop into a conversation about women's weight.
Right.
So there is another YouTube channel called Preach and Alba. If you have not seen it, please go check them out. They are amazing. They're one that I think all of us watch on a religious basis. Like,
they're in Montreal.
yeah, they're awesome. But it's two guys, and they discussed about a lady who put in a comment on Twitter. I think he said or one of the two.
One of them platforms. I don't remember which one it was.
One of the platforms. But he put a comment saying, you know, her boyfriend was like, he's no longer attracted to her because she had gained all this weight.
Right.
Now, when we're talking about weight gain in women, it is a very sensitive topic. So, ladies, don't worry. I got your back. I got you covered, especially as a thick woman myself.
It's no problem being thick.
Right. So, here's where the problem was in the episode, and this is what we're going to discuss on today. For the men, when you see your woman gaining weight, when do you tell her?
I guess that's a delicate subject. I mean, now for me personally, I don't mind a thick woman.
Okay.
So that's not a big deal. So, you know, even if she's already thick, she gained a little more weight. It's not a problem.
Okay,
So,
but do you have a limit?
I think so. See, I think the problem with this particular incident, she gained 100 pounds.
Right.
She gained another person. That's a whole different thing.
Okay, so, and it's like we said when we were discussing it beforehand, when do you tell her? Like,
when she's struggling to get her pants on, you say, baby, you know, let's go for some walks, you know, let's hit the gym. You say, I think it's a way to say it. And I think that I know we in this age where you shouldn't be body shaming and all that stuff, but what about when you cross the line of being unhealthy?
Very true.
Or
I'm never body shame. I'm a bigger man. Y'all.
But like I said, like, okay, this, so, you know, a caveat, I don't think there's a problem with your weight as far as the way you are. So I'm not talking about people your size, smaller, or anything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, when you're talking about people who get to the point where they gain an extra person. She gained 100 pounds. That's a whole different thing. Versus 20 pounds here, 15, 10 there. That's a whole different story because things happen, especially with women. You know, y'all weight fluctuate because y'all retain water and all that kind of stuff. So it goes up and down. So we understand. I understand that. I can't say we as men, but for me, it's not a big deal.
It'd be great as a woman if we had one of those little drain buttons. Just all the way.
To let it all out.
That would be wonderful, Jesus. That would be. But I mean, yeah, I think for me, if I had to put myself in the shoes of a man for that instance, then yeah, there's always going to be a way that you present it. And this guy did present it in a very nice way. You know, she did say that he was respectful about it.
Right.
You know, he didn't, you know, downplay her. You know, he was just honest and was like, listen, babe, you know, you kind of
get a little chunky there, girl.
Extra on there that I'm not used to.
When you gotta go to the bathroom, you out of breath. That's a problem.
Bruh, I will never forget. This is back when I lived in Charlotte. I was at my heaviest. I was 310 pounds.
Okay.
When I was in Charlotte.
All right.
I'm down.
Shout out to Human beatbox. Go ahead.
Right. I'd have no problem. Listen, face was chubby. I was in 4Xs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not talking about like a woman's 4X. I'm talking about like a man's 4X.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
that's like
You was
really
swole.
big. But I remember getting out of my car. I had a 1998 Dodge Neon.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing my car lift from the ground when I got up. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, heck no. Something going to have to give. But I couldn't put the macaroni and cheese down. So.
It's hard sometimes. Let me tell you something. That reminded me when I switched over to become a vegan.
Right.
I used to eat cheese on everything. I would make an omelet. That much cheese would be dripping out the omelet. Then cheese on top of the omelet, cheese in the omelet.
But I like cheese
I
too.
love cheese.
I
And it was hard for me to give up cheese. I think that was one of the biggest things. The meat thing wasn't a big deal because I always grew up liking vegetables. So it wasn't a big deal about me not. I mean, it was a big deal to make that transition. But I did it slow anyway. I did pescatarian, vegetarian, then vegan. But that cheese.
Well, you can have all that because I'm going to still eat all the meat, all the pork, all the beef, all of that. But cheese, like even with my catering, I make a 6 cheese macaroni and cheese. That's a regular. Like you're gonna have a little bit of Parmesan, a little Kobe Jack, a little bit of white cheddar, a little feta in there. You know, got a little bit of everything.
Cheese, I mean, cheese
cream
is good
cheese and sour cream, even though it's not cheese, but it's a dairy product, so it's in there.
Well, yeah, I think that when it comes to, first of all, I think let's say this. First of all, I think it's based on the individual, because what I may think is thick, somebody might think is fat. Somebody might think it's fine, I might think it's too small. So I think that's one thing. It's based on the individual. But I think the way he approached it, because he was like, she said he approached me in a nice way. He was very respectful. She said all those type of things. So, but then in the comments, you had mostly women, F this guy and all this stuff and put him down. And I think that's problematic because, first of all, he knows what he likes. And he's not saying he's going to leave her. He's not saying, you need to lose this weight. He's not giving an ultimatum. He just said, hey, I find it hard to be attracted to you because all the weight you gain. So when he first said, I was like, dang. Caveat, they were white. In general, most white people don't like thick, what we call thick.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So
they want you to be.
When I saw that, I said, "Oh, she probably put on 10 pounds, made 20 pounds. Probably no big deal." And they showed a picture of her. Like I said, she gained an extra human.
So,
I was like,
but I also
wow.
wonder though. I don't know because I didn't read all the comments. Do we know if they're because for women too, if you have a child or if you go through that process, and even if you have a miscarriage, your body goes through all that. And sometimes after you've had the miscarriage, your body still retains and goes through that process all over again. Right. So I wonder if there's more backstory to it. But then at the same time, baby girl had to know. Like this is for my women. Let me look directly at y'all. We know when we've gained weight, Suge. Right. Skirt don't fit. Listen, when we know it's an extra hop or a lay back all the way on the bed, suck it in. Right. Or you got to put a girdle on for everything to look smooth. Put it down. Put it down. Yeah, you right there. The little Debbie cake. I see. Slide it to the side. Right. Slide it right on over to the side. Go in and pick up that bottle of water, Suge. Do some laps around the recliner. Do something. But we as women can't be as sensitive, especially if you have. It's a different story if you don't have a loving, concerning man. If you have a butthead of a man that's just like
he putting you down.
Yeah, like on the Tyler Perry movie when Jill Scott played the woman and her husband, right? Mike, that was his name. If you got a Mike in your life, then by all means, he needs to figure out a different way. But if you don't, and you've got a Troy, who's willing to help you and do all that stuff. We have to take our guard down and accept it. It's just like we want men to take their guard down and show their emotions. Right. We can't do the opposite. So I think that's like a real big thing, especially like you said, it goes into our health concerns. Right.
And I think that's the problem because I think that when we talk about certain things, we think everything's in absolute terms. But I think like even talk about body shaming, I don't think when you talk about that, it's not an absolute thing where everything is considered body shaming. Because if he see, first of all, we all have our own preference of what we like in people,
Right.
you know. And if
I like all people.
and if we get into a relationship, it's based on that original attraction. Then okay, conversation gets good. You like that kind of stuff. All those things come together. Now, having said those things, it's not that I'm saying if you gain 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever, that's like, oh, all bets off. I'm not saying that either. But when you get to the point where it's becoming unhealthy, or you get to the point where you gain an extra 100 pounds, your body not even physically made to do that.
Right.
So that means you having stress on your knees, stress on your ankles, stress on your bones.
And baby, when you gain that weight and your knees start hurting all the time,
Right.
That's something you will never come back from, even once you lose that weight. Trust me.
And I think that he could be somebody needs to be in shape himself too, because they didn't really say much about him. So make a plan to do it together.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go for a walk.
Teamwork make dream work.
That way it's not him per se pointing the finger directly at her. He's saying, hey, I recognize I need to lose some weight too, and let's just do it together. I think that's a better way to approach it.
Even if not losing weight, even just I need to maintain my weight.
Right.
But while I'm maintaining,
she need to lose some weight.
No, I'm talking about for him. He need to maintain. I'm gonna help you lose at the same time.
Right.
But also, when I was sitting here thinking about was, Lord, did it just slip from my brain? I bet you
Come
it
on,
did.
get it back.
I'm trying to reel it back in. I really am. But also what goes with it is this, because, you were talking about body shame. And,
Right.
listen, me and my sister said it the other day, this is the summer for BBWs.
All right. Go ahead, BBW.
Listen, I'm all here for it. But please understand and know what you can wear and know what you can't wear. Everything that says made for a woman does not mean it's made for your shape, should.
That's true.
Listen, I know that I look good in an A-line skirt.
There you go.
That's my normal go-to. You're not going to see me with no flurry bit. No. I know what kind of shirts I look good in. I know I'm too top-heavy to put a V-neck on. Now, understand, I am comfortable in my own skin. I wasn't always, but I've gotten there. So, women, please understand what you can wear. If you know that you having to hold your breath just to put it on, take it off.
Right.
Take it off. If you know that you're in the process of working on losing your weight, buy a girdle. Let me talk to my church women for just a second, just a snippet, and then we're gonna wrap it on up. You know that Kojic dress that you got, that the same dress that the first lady got, that's real slender, but first lady is real nice and smooth, and she's real skinny that you bought, and you look like an improper fraction. Should put a girdle on, especially if you wearing white, because if I see you and you look like a hard-boiled egg, or you look like you 9 months pregnant, and we know you're not, there comes you have to have some kind of respect for what you look and what your appearance is.
Right.
My daddy always said a first appearance is your lasting appearance. That's period, point blank period, man.
I agree.
So, you got to, we just wanted to touch on this because this is a sensitive topic, but you changed your ringer.
That's how my sister don't ring it.
Hey, sister. Let's
Hey,
ask
I'm
her.
filming right now, girl.
You ain't telling me, all right, bye.
We love it when Jamel's family comes in. And I almost low-key want to call his mama and ask her what she feels on this
Let's leave
subject.
that alone.
But make sure that you guys comment below. Tell us what your thoughts are when it comes to your woman, men gaining weight, and women at the same time. What are your thoughts about when your man gains too much weight? How
Right.
do you approach it? How do you feel about this guy coming and approaching his girl, telling her, "Hey, you need to lose some weight after gaining 100 pounds"? We want to read
A lot of weight.
it is. It's a lot. Make sure you guys definitely go check out Preaching Alba at the same time.
Right.
YouTubers support YouTubers.
That's right.
And we support them. So, matter of fact, spam them with all kinds of hashtags and tagging them in everything that we do.
All
That's
right.
what y'all do. All right. So why did you normally put this on vibrate, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Lord Jesus. Hey, that's Lamar, guys. He's saying hello. That's who that is. See, I have my watch on. I can read from there.
I
don't
need
have
to get
take
me
my
a
phone.
watch so I can be like,
It's okay. They're $199 at Target.
I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, they're good. But until next time, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you're heading over to the Patreon page. And if you have not bought the merch yet,
Get the merch.
go buy the merch. Go buy the merch. He doesn't have the shirt out today, but go buy the merch.
Right. I gotta
He
get out.
put it up.
I
He
put
folded
up.
it. I think. I don't
I
know.
did. I folded.
Okay,
Put-
very
it's
good.
Put up.
Make sure you guys are checking out our website, www.ioftenwonder19.com. We got so much more in store for you guys. Make sure you've checked out our last. We got 20 videos up now?
22. I
22.
believe it's 22.
And we're coming up on.
And counting.
Yeah, we're coming up being a podcast for almost open a year now.
It's been that long?
Almost.
Oh wow.
We getting there.
Oh wow. Good.
Yeah, so y'all, thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate and love y'all. Until next time, I'm your girl, Black Barbara Walters. And of course, y'all know who this guy
It's
is.
that nigga.
That nigga. We out.